everybody, my name is Angel and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. If you're new here, welcome and I hope you stick around. As you saw in the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about an anime called Your Lie in April. This is the second anime on this channel. My anime watching repertoire is relatively short. Not relatively, it is short. It's super short. I've watched like 5 of them. One of them is called The Devil is a Part-Timer, and I can't make a video on it because it's so short. Anyway, Your Lie in April, that's what we're here to talk about. So, our main character is a guy whose name I don't remember, so we're gonna call him Friend A because that's what Miss Thing calls him in the entire show. I don't remember any of their names, and I can't be bothered to look them up. I'm really sorry, guys. But I'll show pictures of them so you know what their faces look like. So, our main character is this guy. His name is Friend A. He's pretty dorky, unconsequential. He's like the type of character who's like super duper smart, but no one pays attention to him because he's kind of a loser. He has one friend. She is a tomboyish character who's like super athletic and plays baseball, and she's crushing on a guy on the guys baseball team. She's not super important. She's just his best friend. She serves kind of the object of his affections at the beginning of the show, even though she's not the love interest. He has a crush on her though. I think the guy she has a crush on is also friends with him, but I don't know, he's really not relevant at all. Anyway, the girl that matters in this show, no offense to his best friend, love her, but the girl that matters in this show is, we're gonna just call her April. That's not her name, but that's what I'm gonna call her. She's a super free-spirited type of character who like does what she wants. She's like the anime version of a manic pixie dream girl. And for those of you who don't know what a manic pixie dream girl is, it's a character in like coming of age movies and stuff like that where she sort of just exists to help the main character, usually a man, fix himself in some way, shape, or form, and then she disappears by the end. Like, she's erratic, she's free-spirited, she does what she wants without thinking about the consequences, that kind of character. That's kind of who April is. She is an anime version of a manic pixie dream girl. I didn't realize animes had manic pixie dream girls, but apparently they do. Now, this anime is really cute, really sweet. Honestly, this video might be super duper short. Anyway, so Friend A is again pretty generic character. We meet him and his best friend walking home from school one day, and she's gushing about the guy she's crushing on and how being in love makes you see the world in color or something like that. And then he has some melodramatic angst boy thoughts about how his world is black and white or something or the other. And the two of them are just kind of, you know, chilling, minding their business, kikiing as they do. And she says that they're going to do something the next day with a friend of hers and the guy she's crushing on. And he agrees because that's his best friend and also the girl he has a super big crush on. And I believe they're going to they're going to a recital. That's what they're doing the next day. How did I forget that? He doesn't really want to go, but she convinces him to, so he goes. And then he goes home and we see that he lives by himself. I just realized that doesn't make any sense. Because, I mean, they never mention him working a job to my recollection. So I don't know how he's affording to live by himself without a source of income. But that's really not important to the plot of the show. So I guess that's why they didn't show it. His dad isn't in his life, and his mom, I think, died a few years ago. So yeah, he goes home, she goes home. The next day, he's going to their, like, meetup spot, which is, like, at a park or whatever. And he sees a shoe on the ground, just a shoe, stray shoe, and then he finds like a mini trail. There's another shoe some feet ahead, and then a pair of pantyhose in a tree, and he grabs these items. I don't know why he took them, but he grabbed the items and he keeps walking forward, and then we meet April standing on a jungle gym, like one of the little round ones, playing one of those little blow piano thingies. I don't know what they're called. And she's having a great time, you know, playing her little instrument, and he thinks it's cool, so he pulls out his phone to record a video of her playing. And because she's like up above, she's like at a higher elevation level or whatever, she assumes that he's trying to get a picture up her skirt. He's not. But she thinks he is, freaks out and starts beating him with her little piano thingy. And then the best friend and the guy she's crushing on show up to diffuse the situation. Introductions happen, and April is like, I'm gonna call you Friend A. I don't know why, but that's why we're calling him Friend A, because April decides she's gonna call him that, and that's pretty much all we hear as far as addressing him goes for the rest of the show. So they go to the recital. Friend A is a little bit butthurt because he just got beat with a blow piano, but it's okay. They go to the recital, they watch her play. She plays violin. She's in the recital, I forgot to mention that. She plays violin, and they're watching, and her performance is great, but she loses the competition because she plays with feeling. Because the way these competitions work is you're supposed to play exactly as it's written. Essentially, you're getting scored on your ability to memorize and follow technique, basically, and she don't care. She doesn't play that way. She plays with feeling, with emotion. She just kind of, she embellishes, she improvises, she ad-libs her little performance or whatever, and everyone thinks she's super duper talented, but she does these competitions and she never places in them because she purposely doesn't play the sheet music as written. And all of these weird elitists in classical music think that she's ruining the pieces because she doesn't honor the composer. Which, I mean, I guess, but also you have composers like, I don't even know his name, but that guy who has a piece where it calls for a loud noise. It doesn't specify what loud noise, just a loud noise. And I only know about this piece because I've seen so many videos of people doing with various things. I saw someone playing ping pong with drums. There was somebody who just dropped a bucket of ping pong balls onto a table or onto the floor. Like, some composers don't care, and even if they did, no offense, they're dead. They can't really stop you from embellishing the piece. I think individualization is important, but I'm not part of the competition board, so it doesn't matter what I think about the situation. She never places. They're watching this competition, and this is the first time Friend A has seen her perform, so he's really confused because he used to do these kind of competitions for piano, and he was sitting there, he was like, she's not obeying the score at all, yada yada. Like, he was critiquing the hell out of her, because I guess he knew the piece, and he was just pointing out how she was like doing all of this stuff that wasn't part of the composition or whatever. And after the competition, they were like, oh my god, that was great. And he pointed out that she wasn't gonna place with that performance. And she's like, yeah, I don't care, I just wanted to perform. Anyway, let's go do something else. Eventually, we learn that Friend A, like I said earlier, used to do these kinds of competitions for piano. His mom was like super duper strict on his piano regimen, because I think she used to play piano, and then she got ill, and so she wasn't able to play anymore. And so I believe it became a case of her living vicariously through her son, because he could play piano. She used to have him practicing for like hours on end. He wasn't really allowed to have a normal childhood because she was obsessed with him being the best piano player to walk the earth or something. She had this really harsh practice regimen for him that was really, really detrimental to his child development, not gonna lie. Bruh! Can y'all hear that? No, we don't have a biker gang living in my neighborhood. It's all old people that ride those kinds of bikes. I don't really know why they be so loud about it. Anyway, so yeah, he used to do these competitions, and he honestly only did them because he wanted to make his mom proud of him and he wanted to make her happy. He used to think as a kid that if he played the piano well enough and placed high enough that she would get better. He was like 10. That really hurt my heart. Honestly, this drama, it's a slice of life anime, but it like really, really hurts my heart. Anyway, y'all couldn't do this like an hour ago. Or an hour from now. So, yeah. He used to think that if he played piano well enough or placed high enough in these competitions, his mom would get better. My heart goes out to that kid. Obviously, that's not how medicine works. That's not how the human body works. I didn't even know what she was sick with. And in the middle of a competition one day, he like had a breakdown essentially on stage. It resembles a panic attack to me, the way it's described in the show. But I'm not a doctor, so I'm not gonna claim that I know for sure what it was. He just started freaking out in the middle of his competition. He was in the middle of playing, and out of nowhere, he wasn't able to hear the notes he was playing. He didn't go deaf. Like, he can still hear just fine. But he couldn't hear the notes. And then his fingers started lagging. He felt like he was underwater. And so his fingers weren't hitting the keys quick enough. And he got out of time and out of tempo, and he lost his place. And he just, like, freaked out in the middle of a performance. And everyone was really confused because he was, like, one of the best childhood piano players at the time. Like, first in his age group or something. Anyway, after the competition, his mom hit him for losing, like, in the middle of the lobby of the recital hall. She just, like, like, and one of her friends, who actually taught piano, but one of her friends who had gone to the recital with them was super duper shocked to see her hit her kid, because I guess she only did it in private up until this moment. And if I remember correctly, that is the day that Friend A gave up piano. He doesn't play it anymore. There's a piano in his house, but he never plays it. There's like a whole room with the piano and like all of these books of music. He don't touch it, ever. It just kind of sits there, which is valid. I can see why that would be a response. And I mean, he tried for a little while after this happened, but the same response. He would feel like he was drowning. He wouldn't be able to hear what he was playing. He wouldn't be able to keep up. His fingers would start lagging, etc., etc. So he just don't play no more. And then April finds out that he played piano or whatever, and she's signing up for some sort of recital, and she wants him to be her accompanier. For those of you who don't know, because I didn't, if you are performing in a recital that's not a piano recital, one of these little competition thingies, most of them do have a pianist accompany them for the competition. I guess for tempo reasons, I'm not really sure, man. But she decides she wants Friend A to be her accompanist for a recital that's like a couple months away. And he's like, yeah, I can't do that. And she's like, oh, you can and you will. So now he has to figure out how to get over his trauma related to the piano. And he reaches out to his mom's friend, who, like I said, teaches piano. And a kid follows him there when he, like, is going to her house, because this child apparently really likes the piano, wants to learn how to play it, and decided that Friend A is the only person worthy of teaching them. I don't remember if it was a boy or a girl. Whoever they were had a real bad attitude. I think it was a girl, but I could be wrong on that one. Anyway, this child decides that Friend A is the only one worthy of teaching them, which doesn't make sense because they know Friend A's history. Everyone knows Friend A's history. Anyone who's into like the whole music competition scene pretty much for some reason knows what happened to Friend A. But she wants to learn from him, and his mom's friend is like, fine, I'll mentor you while you teach this child. So he has to teach this child how to play piano and also get over his own fears of playing the piano. There's a scene about one of his rivals from childhood who, like, I don't know why this kid is so mad at him for giving up the piano, because now he's the best, but I think he just doesn't feel like he got it fair and square. Who knows? Anyway, he's not really relevant. He just kind of shows up to, like, psych Friend A out a couple times. Because if I remember correctly, Friend A does compete in something on his own during the show. And he can't finish the competition, I think. Anyway, something happens in April, and April falls out when she's at home. Like, she passes out or something. Then she ends up in the hospital, and we find out that Miss April is terminally ill. Big shock. I don't remember what it is. I think it's muscular dystrophy or something that is, like, deteriorating her body, like, literally. And that's why she's not too concerned with winning any of these competitions. She plays to play because she don't She don't have a whole lot of time left. She just kind of wants to enjoy the ride, you know? At some point, Friend A decided he wasn't going to be her accompanist because he didn't think he would get over his piano-related trauma. And then he finds out that she's terminally ill and decides he's going to accompany her if she's well enough to do the competition. And she does the competition. It's erratic, it's a mess. He still can't hear what he's playing halfway through, and she's just kind of doing what she usually does. The judges think it's a mess. Everyone's ridiculing both of them, but mostly him because he, like, isn't even in time. But they perform, they get through it, and then a few months later she dies. It's kind of sad. If you watch the show through and you develop an attachment to the characters the way I did, it was kind of really sad when she died. I expected it when we found out that she was terminally ill, but that didn't make it any less sad, especially because this girl showed up in his life, basically fixed his trauma or helped him get on a path to where he could fix it himself, and then died. Like, it made me mad, but this is textbook manic pixie dream girl. She just disappears after he's better. Whack! But, you know, it was a good show. It's a nice little watch. It's cute. It's well animated. The storyline is really easy to follow. And honestly, it probably will remain one of my shortest videos because K-dramas pack 2 million events into their 16 episode plots, and animes usually have more than one season, a lot of them, which is why I'm having an issue growing my anime watch list. A lot of them have more than one season, and I don't have the attention span. You see, if a show has more than like a season and I have to like continually keep up with it, like it's not finished either. Because if the show is finished and it has more than one season and I can binge it at my leisure, doesn't matter. I can binge it at my leisure. It's okay. It doesn't matter, you know, because I can just watch it as I want. But I don't have the attention span to come back to a show that wasn't finished when I started it. So once I catch up and my life gets busy and I start watching other stuff or doing other stuff, I completely forget the show I forget all of the details about that incomplete show. And then I either have to go back and rewatch everything, and I never feel like doing that, or I'm lost when I try to get back into whatever it was that I missed out on. And a lot of the animes I want to watch, My Hero, Seven Deadly Sins. I watched the first season of Seven Deadly Sins, and I got through most of season 3 for My Hero, but neither of them are finished, and I've already forgotten the plot of Seven Deadly Sins season 1, so I have to go back and watch it if I want to catch up, and now they're on like season 4 apparently. And honestly, the same with My Hero. I've forgotten half of the plot by now. Hunter x Hunter, I tried to watch that. I didn't finish it, but that was more so because I got busy. I got like 10 episodes in, and then my life got too busy for me to like watch it. And also, I could only get it on Crunchyroll at the time. Now the first 4 seasons are on Netflix. I didn't know it had more than 4 seasons. It has 6. That's so long. Someone told me to watch One Piece. I will never watch One Piece. I'm sorry. It has over 900 episodes. I can't. So shout out to those of you who have watched One Piece and continue to keep up with it. I don't think I can watch any of the Naruto or Dragon Ball Z franchises because they're super long. Anyway, this is a very long-winded rant about my anime watch list. I have a really long list of animes that I have to watch though, so eventually we'll get more animes on the channel, I promise. This has been Your Lie in April in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed the video. Wait, before you go, at the end of all of my videos, I ask a question for you to drop an answer to down below in the comment section. Today's question is, when did you start watching anime? This is the real end of the video. If you liked it, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification so that you never miss one of my videos. I hope to see you all again next week, and thank you for watching.